where it need to be. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, let me turn this down. Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Lynn Mickle. Lady Costanetha. Nahi. Right way. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, share this live. This is one of the ones we need to talk about. Listen, this is one of them ones. You can say what you want. Are they coming at the black man? Are they coming at us? We need to discuss this. Good, bad, or indifferent, we need to discuss this. Nina, good. Look, good afternoon. I want to say good morning so bad. Listen, Miss Laura, listen. Y'all come on over to the good, what you call it? Are we holding Trump accountable? Yes, hell yeah, we are, Jada Mail. Right now, we not talking about Trump. We talking about the breaking news that's going on. You feel me? Boss Lady Chinky, excuse me, King Skills, Fat Mike, Cali Cal. Y'all come on over to the good YouTube. You feel me? Man, Manuel Reeves, he's good. It's all for publicity. He's not good. Manuel Reeves, if you think that Homeland Security rating his spots is for publicity, you got another thing coming. We ain't talking about the LA sheriffs. We ain't talking about, some bullshit ass township cops. We not talking about sheriffs. We not talking about deputies. We not talking about punk ass county police. We not talking about CHIPS, highway patrol. We're talking about Homeland Security. That's like having the FBI, the DEA, the ATF, the CIA, them boys at your door. So if you think that this is a publicity stunt, it's a publicity that's not in his favor. Please believe that. Please believe that. As y'all come through the door, y'all know what to do. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Boop, up. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Boop, up. And while you at it, hit that notification bell. Bing. We going up today. Listen, Let me get this in tune right here. Let me share this. After a while, I will be inviting people to come up and cam up. For right now, we're gonna listen to what's going on, the clip that's out. Some of y'all may have seen it. Some of y'all may not have seen it. Let me, God damn it. Oh, Miss Durain. Hey, Miss Durain. I didn't recognize who that was. Kicked in the door, waving the fourth. Listen, and by the footage, they had Sean and Justin Combs in handcuffs. Not Sean, Justin and Christian Combs in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? Because they had to clear the house. They don't do all that for a publicity stunt. They had on riot gear and some other things. Those of y'all that ain't familiar with them tactics, y'all wouldn't know what that's about. Unfortunately, your boy know just a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Big Phil Speaks. This is the Good Morning Gang, a special edition, as you would call it. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs himself is to take that pause. Homes have been raided in LA, Miami, and New York. Everything is developing as I speak, but I got some footage for y'all so y'all can take a look at what's going on. For those of y'all that have not seen what's going down, we're going to have at it. Hold on one second. Let me find him. Okay, y'all take a look at this.
Breaking news right now. We're following the Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now, we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters.
They are heavily armed, and they've been very tactful, would probably be the best best word to use as they made entry into this home this afternoon. We actually watched them as they made their way through one of these side gates, and as soon as they got inside the home, one of the first things they did was made their way into this garage that you see is open right there. Now, they did take a couple people into custody. We witnessed that. Now, are they under arrest? Are they just being asked about what they know? That I can't answer, but I can tell you there's 3 people right there that were taken into custody, were inside that home at the time of the raid.
We did see a bunch of investigators going in, making the raid in there and clearing that as well. So they're going to do a thorough search as they conduct this raid. And so far, Stu, from what I understand and from Haley on the ground there, they have not seen, and we have not seen from our vantage point, any sign of Sean Combs, the 54-year-old who is believed to be the property owner of this.
Listen, Mr. Rain, you're going to have to hold up for a second. I'm not camming nobody up right away. I will be inviting people to cam up in a little bit, okay? If you want to stay back there, that's cool. No problem. Listen, for Manuel Reyes, who thinks that this is a stunt, the Homeland Security forces do not come out in full force to raid nobody's house for a publicity stunt. Second of all, they're not going to simultaneously raid all his houses if it's a publicity stunt. Third of all of the reputable news sources that you can think of are reporting this. Everybody ain't got it wrong. Everybody does not have this wrong. You feel me? In the video, at first, when they first showed the people outside, there was somebody in a blue shirt, navy blue shirt, that was right above a federal agent. That was Justin Combs facing towards the camera, but you couldn't tell from that angle in that video. Then when they went back and showed the people again, and I think I came in and said it, his back was towards us near the bottom of the screen. That was Christian Combs in handcuffs or whatever the case may be. Listen, the feds is coming. I told y'all some things. Seemed like there was some things rumbling. I think Cassie case helped open Pandora's box even further. I think the twins' mother's case situation helped this situation. I think a few other people and the rumblings and the talking they've been doing online and behind the scenes, more importantly, have aided in this whole situation. There's a lot going on, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we don't know what the higgity is going down to say specifically what's going on. They said a potential SE actual trafficking investigation. We don't know. But it was mentioned, these type of things were mentioned in the Cassie situation and subsequently other people's charges or cases that they brought to court against him for the civil action. Listen, you said mostly Tupac, man, understand something. The problem, I'm gonna relate this to R. Kelly. The problem is with R. Kelly, that brother got a chance years ago when he got found not guilty in Chicago. That was his chance to change his bullshit up, because when there was a case in Miami that people don't remember, where they caught a camcorder, and the camcorder they said had way more footage and a whole lot more heinous footage than that whole DVD had on it that was circulating. But it got thrown out of court because of how it got in the police custody. They didn't, I guess, wait to get a search warrant or something before they looked at it or before they confiscated, etc. So that case got thrown out, which helped exonerate him in Chicago. But when he got not exonerated, when he got found not guilty, that was a chance for his ass to get his life right. I'll say this, allegedly. Let me put this band up. Because I don't know who's watching, who's listening. Allegedly, throughout the years, P. Diddy, No Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs, Puff Daddy has been doing a lot of things in and out the industry that have involved Rico's tenants that might draw this into a RICO situation. You don't know. There's been murder situations around this man. There's been suspicious deaths surrounding this man. There has been funny business tactics surrounding this man. And here of lately, a whole lot of talk of sexual improprieties with both men, women, and allegedly children. Allegedly. Let me say all that. Allegedly. What's going on is the fact that this man is the poster child at the moment for chickens coming home to roost. Chickens coming home to roost. But long time ago, when he got past that the bad boy death row situation and all that, when he got past that, he should have changed up his whole life. This brother love situation should have been a real deal situation, and he should have been moving forward in love and nothing else. I've said this before in an earlier live, that he pissed somebody off. I don't know if it was Clive Davis. I don't know if it's Jimmy Iovine. I don't know if it's somebody else higher up than that. He pissed somebody off who took the veil of protection off his ass. Pause. No Diddy. Took the veil of protection off of him that probably kept him covered for a long time. And thus now the Cassie situation was able to proceed in the way that it was. Somebody said something about Albie Shore a little bit earlier. Man, listen, Albie Shore is probably going to get vindicated. Albie Shore is probably going to have the best day of his life right about now. Kimi, now I see you. I'm camming people up after a little while. Not just yet, but stay right there, brother. Don't go nowhere. Yoli Deco. Yoli, I know you know. Allegedly, liquor giants. When you start peeing on and trying to bully and have your way with certain individuals who really got power, and you think you got a little power, they show you who big bank is and who little bank is, huh? And how to hurt you. First, they get in your pocket, and then they mess with your freedom. Listen, what label you signing to now? Listen, I ain't even entertaining that. I'm giving you some breaking news. I'll get to that. I'll get to that. Listen. The thing of it is this, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people say, Phil, but he's a brother. He's man, for the things that were spelled out in Cassie's case alone, no matter what's been whispered, Kim Porter, I'll be sure. Andre Rail, this one, that one, and the third. All the allegations that have been whispered about throughout the industry and industries throughout the years. The things that were spelled out in Cassie's situation were incredible. Incredible. And things like that should not be celebrated, applauded, nor supported in our community or any other community for all that. This is the thing, right? I wouldn't give a damn if he was the founding member of hip hop. I wouldn't give a damn if he was, you know what I'm saying, the president at a time. If he did these things, he's no better. He's no better than Jeffrey Epstein. He's no better than Jeffrey Dahmer. He's no better than a few other these cats and characters of other cultures that we all have had something to say. Should he get treated any better? Hell no. Should he get treated any worse? He should get all the same treatment that these other cats have gotten. Period. Point blank. You said Diddy about R. Kelly cellmate, no Diddy. Listen, for those just coming into the live, Diddy, Sean Combs, his homes, his residences have been simultaneously raided in LA, Miami, and New York, raided by federal agents of Homeland Security. Homeland Security. Usually they use them for terrorist situations. So that tells you this is not no publicity stunt, Manuel Reyes. There is no way in hell that they're going to send Homeland Security to come raid people's facility for some goddamn publicity stunt. Come on now. Come on. Gully Life, that's a fact. got your sons caught up in the middle of some bullshiggery or whatever, I'm pretty sure they're not arresting them or whatever. They got to detain everybody in the house to make sure they can serve the warrant and go get what they need to get or check the whole house. That's a whole lot of house. I don't know if they looking for a body or they looking for certain evidence, but that is a whole lot of house. That LA house, big as a mug, that's a lot of house for somebody, for them to be searching. He doesn't have any Homeland Security friends. That part, MMB, he doesn't have any Homeland Security. Man, listen. Da-da-da-da. They not, what they say, they not doing, cost way too much. What do you mean, Yoli? Talk to me. If I was to do all those things that Diddy did up good then I would deserve the same treatment that he should get. Period. Period. They raided his house, LA. Exactly. Peep Skin, yeah, we live again. We talking about this breaking news. Some people sit on the fence about it. Some people say, nah, that's our brother. We need to support him, or whatever the case may be. If those were your sisters, your brothers, or whoever the case may be that were on the victim end of everything going on, would you then still say support this man because his color of his skin? Would you still say that? Of course you wouldn't, right? So we need to cut the bullshittery. We need to cut the garbage and decide to say, okay, we're going to stand on one side of the fence or the other. If you're going to support him, cool. If you're not, cool. Yes, he's innocent until proven guilty, but from as far back as I can remember, I can tie him to this, tie him to that, tie him to that, allegedly. They're not coming out for nothing, cost too much. That's a fact. Yoli, that's a fact. The Homeland Security people are not coming out for nothing. I think they would have probably a little bit more airtight situation than they would if the FBI came out, huh? What you thinking? I wonder where the hell he at. He might have been at a studio. He might have been somewhere, or he might be on one of the properties. Who knows? Who knows? Chickens coming home to roost. That part right there. Send him where Suge is at. Boy, that would be different. That would be different because not only would he have a red team on his bumper, I think he would have some people on the blue team on his bumper too. Pause, no Diddy. What you gonna do when you know the feds is watching? Move everything. But see, that's the thing. A lot of things with digital information, when you try to get it off your joint, if you don't got a super duper specialist to come and really, really scrub your shit, the fingerprints are still there. They can still pull up the things that you deleted 5 years ago off your computer. Them peoples, not your average police department and CSI forensics. I'm talking about the FBI and above, the Homeland Security. They come in with the right people. The right people. Miss Durain, if you still around, come back. What label you signing to now? y'all are bugged out. I just seen your statement. You said next be the fat pass. If he tied to this bullshiggery, listen. I bet you some people squirming. I bet you damn well some people squirming. I can guarantee you that. Lace, you said they found something. Why you say that? Peep Scheme, what's the breaking news? I'll play it again. I'll play it again for those that didn't see it. I'll play it again for those that didn't see it.
Breaking news right now. We're following the Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters.
They are heavily armed, and they've been very tactful, would probably be the best word to use, as they made entry into this home this afternoon. We actually watched them as they made their way through one of these side gates, and as soon as they got inside the home, one of the first things they did was made their way into this garage that you see is open right there. Now, they did take a couple people into custody. We witnessed that. Now, are they under arrest? Are they just being asked about what they know? That I can't answer, but I can tell you there's 3 people right there that were taken into custody, were inside that home at the time of the raid.
We did see a bunch of investigators going in, making the raid in there and clearing that as well. So they're going to do a thorough search as they conduct this raid. And so far, Stu, from what I understand and from Haley on the ground there, they have not seen, and we have not seen from our vantage point, any sign of Sean Combs, the 54-year-old who is believed to be the property owner of this.
Listen, Mason Beth are probably somewhere laughing and plotting by Bad Boy. Listen, y'all got to understand, right? I got a certain remembrance of Puff before he had Bad Boy, when he was a party promoter in DC. And I already told y'all a couple stories about that. And it was shaky business what he was doing then, right? Through the years, I've watched him climb and pause. I thought that it was good for, a brother, someone from our community to get some power, to make some moves and put some people on and put people in position and grow and flourish, because we need more of that in our community. Y'all come on over to the good YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to end this on IG. He said, I don't know if it's true or not, but they said he got a sex dungeon in his house. Now, we that 24, if he did, he grown, right? Grown activity is different, right? If you got consenting people, then that's a different story. But if you actually are doing some of the things that was described, that's a whole other ball game. Young Miami got him busted talking about all their business. Diddy is in Bali, Indonesia. He ain't coming. Listen, I went to high school with Diddy. You showing your age on the real the saga. Damn it. Listen, they say currently puffing the couch on a run. He put that house in his daughter's name on purpose, man. Listen, Cassie turned over Kim's secret phone. That I believe that she got from what's the name? Russell Simmons' wife. Hey, Yoli, I need you to cam up, Yoli. I need you to cam up, Yoli. That he got from what's Russell Simmons' ex-wife? Damn. I can't even remember her name to save my life. Russell Simmons' wife. Kimora, that she got from Kimora Lee. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I believe so. Either the secret phone, Yoli, or that manuscript that Kim Porter had that came up missing. Huh? Right, Yoli, that's what I'm saying. I know you know that. Hey, Yoli, come on, put a request in. The link is at the top. You don't have to have your camera on if you don't mind. If you don't feel like it, I get it. I understand. No Diddy. You hear me? But listen, it's a lot. I said this before. I said this before the Cassie case, that I felt something was going to come down with this dude. I said it. When the Cassie case came down, I said, this is not the end all be all. I said it. I said something else is brewing. I said it. If y'all remember, matter of fact, it's probably on here in one of the lives or whatever, one of the episodes of the morning show or something. I think Kamora has the laptop with the manuscript too. That's a fact. Because think about it. How many people you know will have that bone chilling of a manuscript, especially if it got intricate details of all kinds of bullshittery, and one has not made a copy of it, two didn't give a copy of it to somebody for safekeeping. Whatever the case may be, the forensic chemist died when he said Kim in MLB. That's another thing. A lot of people started dropping like flizzers. A lot of people started dropping like flizzers. Yo, Lee, look, I need you to come up here, Yoli. They ain't knowing, Yoli. They ain't knowing. You hear me? I just think that chickens are coming home to roost. If he's in Australia with Tom Hanks, Peach Scheme, I think they still gonna get him because I think there's extradition from Australia. That's a fact. When he sued the partner of the liquor company, it all went downhill. It was going downhill before that, but I think they really honed in. Some people think that, you know what I'm saying, they gotten too big for their britches. They think they're way more powerful than what they are, and not understanding, yes, you may be somewhat like him, but you not him. Craig Mack was going to take, man, listen, NDA I would, but oh no, Yoli! Ah, damn it! Damn! Listen, me, you need to have a conversation, Yoli. Off the record, we need to have a conversation. Real spill. You feel me? They say 2024 is the year of reckoning. That's a fact. The Mundo. You hear me? She said, I got her. India, motherfucker. Hey. Ooh, listen. Sure that time ain't run up on that NDA, Yoli? You sure that time ain't run out? Listen, y'all come on YouTube. I'm ending this on face. What you call it? Y'all come on over to YouTube. ASAP like Rocky, huh? Kamora Lee Simmons, yes, Lord. Even the suspect situations that happened with Al B. Shore getting sick and almost dying, and it being labeled food poison, I think, or whatever the case may be. I forget what it was. And then Kim Porter, how her situation happened. It's a lot of mysterious things. All of it's allegations, all of it ain't proven till it's proven. You feel me? Is that's when Kamora House called? Aha, Jeannie. Yeah, because she talked about it. She talked about it, but didn't talk too much about it. Listen. 50 Cent about to put out Get Money Just Like shit got hot. They sent feds to my spot. Damn it, Jim. And I'm not laughing at the situation because one, it's an ugly, heinous, stupid situation that he ain't never had to be in. He had chances from years ago, from bullshit that happened years ago, to leave all the bullshit alone and just continue on, you know, trying to prosper and build. I have a story Wolf told me about Puff. Peepskin, you lying or you telling the truth? If he had something to do with Albie's sickness, I hope he get his karma. Listen, all allegedly. But I'm telling you what. I had somebody cammed up who's friends with Albie Shore, and she said certain things, or whatever the case may be. It's okay, Peeps Game. That's what's up. Say what now? Yeah, not Diddy. Not he missed the. Oh, it won't show up that way. Not he missed the Illuminati payment. That's what this is about. Lord have mercy. Now, who else is this going to hit? How far is this going to reach? Some of these other people. Now, I know a certain individual, the male half of that other power couple, has kind of been distancing himself from Puffy for a minute, distancing himself from P. Diddy for a minute. I hope he wasn't freaking off with the super freak offs with Diddy. How many other people gonna get brought into this? Will any of your favorite rappers be pulled into this? Will some of your singers get pulled into this as victims or as accomplices or assailants? Will they get pulled into this? I'm laughing because people do not deserve what he doing. Man, listen. You think Kim placed her documents in cloud storage? I'm not sure how cloud works, but you think they could have access to that? Bree, that's a good question. And who knows if he knew her passcode or had some kind of specialist that might could hack into the phone and get to it. Who knows? But a manuscript of that size, I would doubt if you would keep that one place. You would want to have multiple copies, especially if you was laying everything on the line, everything that you witnessed on the line, good, bad, and indifferent. As a matter of fact, bingo, back when the Keefe D situation happened, when they came for Keefe D, I said then that I bet you they coming for Puff. I said that back when Keefe D got arrested. I said, I bet you they coming for Puff, especially with these allegations of that $1 million check coming around. Because if they can go back through bank records and see that there was a $1 million check written around X amount of time, and so what did what's his name, Zip or whatever his name is dead. If they can find that, what you call it, and then go through records and find records of this so-called company that Zip had and see if it was used for anything or or if it was just pulled out of the bank, oh boy, it's gonna be a problem. Most of these celebrities be on some foul shitty. One way, that's a fact. C. Baptiste. I hate to say it, but hopefully TD Jakes. Listen, not too much on the GOAT. Hey, listen, GOAT all he wants to, but if he was doing what he was doing, I remember his ex-girlfriend just died mysteriously too. Listen, he raided his home to hide evidence, not to find it. That's how these things really work when you're that close to Piggy Lace. I don't know about that because he has power, but he wasn't as powerful as Jeffrey Epstein, so to speak. He's not as powerful as, say, a couple of these other people, if that makes sense. If anything, they would let him be the fall guy or take him out, to make sure that he don't go up the tree or up the ladder. Bree said everyone will get touched soon. Listen, Wolf Troy, my uncle, all grew up together, and Wolf and Gertie was Puff by. Okay, Peep Scheme, that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. I really and I'm not wishing this on the brother. I'm not wishing this on nobody. But I think this one aspect is going to tie into a whole lot of other things. Going back to Big Jake's murder. Big Jake from Death Row. Going back to that, and maybe even before that. Going back to that. I think they building up one hell of a RICO. Because they can do the RICO. They can do one hell of the RICO with just the extra trafficking part of it. They can do that if they can tie this to this person, that person, whether they were under Puff or above Puff or same level as Puff. They can actually pull a RICO together. But all these other things, somebody's going to talk about something. Some security going to be talking. NDAs is not going to be able to stop some of these situations from people opening their mouth, because when the feds come knocking, you're going to get to talking, or your ass going to be doing some time. How many people do you know are going to take up and stand up for Puff? I hate to say it that way, because I said it before. It was eerie. It's been eerie that nobody has stood up for Puff. Nobody really has stood up for Puff in the open and said, nah, I stand with Puff. Puff ain't do this. No, Puff ain't that type of dude. Puff ain't, none of that. to my understanding, to my knowledge, nobody has stood up for that brother. Of all the people, of all the producers, of all the workers, of all the singers, of all the rappers, of all the music execs, of all the music industry friends, of all the family members, nobody has stood up and said, I stand with Puff, and said, no, this man have not did nothing. Mogo Hub 1989, he did go to a couple of them parties. He was at a couple of them parties, though. He might not have nothing to do it, but he was at a couple of them parties. You know how they say birds of a feather? I don't know. Jeannie, that's a fact. All the pieces up to the puzzle are going to make a picture. I think his two best friends are going to be caught up in this. Listen, if they ain't already caught up. I bet he would. ASAP like Rocky, you feel me? Who blocked your comment, Peach King? What comment was blocked? I know most of them fools feel extra shit. I can dig that, Peach King. I think more about to be out as soon. I told y'all back when Keefe D got locked up, I told y'all I bet you more shit was coming. Because it all understand something. I'm gonna tell you a tactic that the feds use. And some of y'all that's been in the streets, y'all know they'll lock one person up, not even really caring about him or wanting him, but they want to see if they can squeeze him to get to the next man, to get to somebody else up the ladder. When they got at Keefe, they probably didn't even want him. They probably don't even care about it. Or maybe they do in the bigger scope of whatever investigation is going on. However, when they locked him up, I said, watch how some things start to roll. And guess what? Beanie said Sugar in jail telling it all. Could be. But I think part of this is probably the reason why Suge might have laid down. Because, hey, listen, you can't tell me why a man who got think about this with the Suge case. They did everything in their power and underhandedly to make sure that man did not have a fair trial. From his lawyers couldn't visit him. His lawyers, he couldn't get fair representation. They said he couldn't have this lawyer and that lawyer on the case. He couldn't contact his lawyer, couldn't use the phone to contact his lawyer, couldn't do all these things. Forget all the personal visits. That man got railroaded in court. And the video footage kind of showed that he was fleeing, probably was scared for his life to be 100. Because the people that was out there was reputable individuals with their business. Hey, Peeps King, listen. You think he groomed it? Man, I don't know, CL. I would hope not. I don't even want to put that bone out there, CL. I hope he ain't do no shit like that. I ain't music regards to Jeffrey Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, R. Kelly, all of them the sickest. Yeah, listen. Said they know. NDA do not protect crimes, only certain lawsuits. Man, listen. But what I was saying was, I think somebody told him go and lay down. He said that there was some. I ain't gonna say he said. They was whispering saying that they threatened him if he didn't lay down for that, they was gonna charge him for something else. But I think they needed him to go and lay down, get out the way for this shit here. Whether he's talking or not talking, whether he's a part of all this or not, it was best for him to take it. I also said I don't think he's doing 28 years. I don't think he's gonna do nowhere near 28 years. Good time, bad time, or nothing. No black artist or CEO leaves the entertainment industry clean. Man, listen, that's deep. Diddy trafficked way too many people, and these stories have been told on all podcasts for years. You see, Mace got the hell out and run the church. And see, I don't know if that was Diddy that made him run or Baby Maine in New York that made him run, because he had a hell of a situation with them dudes in New York too that kind of gave him a change of heart at one time. Not to assault that man, but listen. Phil, what about the lady that said that he shot her in the club? That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing. That's another part of it. They said that Sean never shot those people. He shot up in the air. That Diddy actually, allegedly, Mush said Gene Deal about to go on tour. Listen, I've been knowing him since '92. I hate this for him, man. Listen. You remember Lime? Whoop. I definitely called it. I said I knew some shit was coming because one, if the feds gonna come mess with me for some small punk ass shit, I know all this shit, and you thumbing your nose at different things and you keeping it up. I knew some shit was coming there when certain pieces of the puzzle was getting plucked. I said, pause. I said, I knew it was coming. Peep Scheme, what I know about Zip, only what I heard. I ain't know on personal. I heard he had allegedly ties to the Crips and street dude, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, moved a little this, that, whatever the case may be. But I don't know too much about that, brother. Yeah, usually my goings back with Puff was when he was at Howard. He was at Howard throwing them janky promoter functions. That's when I met D-Dot and them back during that time. D-Dot and Armin Ra was two kings in the cipher before they even became the hitmen or whatever and started producing for Puffy and all that when they were still at Howard. Nah, let me chill before them come out. Hey, Pete Skin, you better. KVD did that shit to himself. Yeah, like one will. Like, who does that? Who? If you guilty of murders, who the hell gonna sit up there? Yeah, I murdered so-and-so. I passed so-and-so the gun and whoa. Like, who the hell does? Like, in what real world do you do that and think that you ain't gonna get investigated in some capacity? And if they can tie your ass to shit, take your ass, man, that's crazy. Brashear Gray have a $50 million lawsuit on Diddy. Damn it, Jim. Yeah, because I heard about that too. I did hear, I didn't know it was 50 mil though. God damn it. Oh shit. She said, I don't have no sympathy for Suge. I can dig that. I saw a post that Carisha said it's about to be the best summer. Woo! Lord have mercy. She probably already got words up. A lot of times when these things happen, somebody tells somebody. They tell the news to be on standby. You're going to want your team on location because this is about to go down. Listen. You'll feel, why don't try to go live with Diddy's bodyguard? Maybe at a time. Maybe at a time. I think Jamie Foxx going to be one of them out soon. You think so? Well, I hope not. But who knows why he went through what he went through? Who knows why? You never know with all these things. Cat Williams wanted everyone listen. Because there's so much I want to say, and I really can't. But a lot of people know a lot of things. A lot of people know a lot of things. And a lot of these dudes and a lot of these women ain't built like that. One, they scared to say something, especially when you see the levels to which people were dropping and things were happening and things moving around, whatever. And a lot of these people ain't built for protecting themselves in lesser things, let alone some kind of conspiracy to keep things quiet. Y'all know Shine took the rap for, yeah, he did Shine dirty. That's why, as part of recompense, that's why he helped Shine be able to come back to the U.S. Hey, Marissa Tigney, hey, Judgment Day. Not yet, Marissa Tigney. Almost, but not yet. It was Pop Lottie Phil who made Romaine got killed. Okay. I might have that wrong. My fault, Peep Scheme. I must be back in these comments too. Every department has somebody that wears socks and sandals. You will be prosecuted. What that mean, MMP? Not the socks and sandals. You ain't know Frank Murphy, they done raided his house in Miami, LA, New York. The footage for the LA house has been all over the internet, all over the MFing internet. I was a Puffy fan too, but nah, wrong is wrong and the feds coming. Listen, and that's the thing. I don't wish the feds on nobody. I don't wish law enforcement on nobody. On nobody. However, if you get the opportunity to change or, you know, run statutes out and have a different life, you better live that to your fullest. You better live that to your fullest. But if you keep tempting and trying and thumbing your nose at people with real power that can take that veil of protection off of you, trouble, trouble, trouble. He better be in Bali or Australia. If they really want him, I don't care if he in Bali, they'll get him kidnapped from out of Bali and act like they got him from another country that has extradition. Y'all better recognize. Y'all will recognize. If they want him bad enough, they will act like they kidnap him from whatever unextraditable country and act like they found him in some odd country not too far away where they have extradition. Trust me. Cassie is going to write a tell-all, that part right there, bomb. Peace King fights. FBI, I mean the CIA, they don't play. Let me understand something. Like I said, I went through something, and I've kind of told the story before. My case was this small compared to this crap here, but the crap and the way they went about it to try to see if I would be pushed in the corner because for somebody else who they really wanted people tied to them on some other crap, which was crazy. And I couldn't even, like I said, I sued. And at first, the lawyer was salivating in the mouth. He said, this is an open and shut case. And they called me back in his office 3 weeks later and said, listen, I'm not going to be able to take this case, and nobody in the state of Virginia is going to be able to take this case federally or locally because there's so much red tape tied up in this. I said, what the figgity is going on? Listen. See, that's what I said, Bali or Indonesia. Hey, them spooks definitely be knowing. Lord Jerry Walker said from Facebook, said, bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for? Oh, shit. Listen, it's getting ugly out here on these streets. With Russell or Tom Hanks, that psyche lady said Diddy was going down the march. For real, TF 3100, I don't remember that, but listen, understand something. Hold on, let me see something. Homeland Security rated the home. Are they the same as the feds? Oh, yeah. Way kind of higher up the ladder. Higher up the ladder in a way. Homeland Security, if I'm not mistaken, has the final say for U.S. authority. I think because of 9/11, I believe Homeland Security is at the top of the food chain for domestic shit. If I'm not mistaken, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Misa Hilton about to go crazy, and her son in handcuffs. Nah, that's a fact. You'll feel with all this happening, do you think the feds will reinvestigate? I think it's all a part of it, Marissa. I think all of it is a part of it. You hear me? I think all of it is part of Jaguar right has said shit gonna come out about these MFs. That's a fact. Phil, one day I'll tell you a little Howard University story about your boy. Let them. He said, let him get him first. I can dig it. I respect that. Not the same. They are definitely high. I think they are the last line of defense for domestic issues. That's what tripped me out. When I saw that it was Homeland Security, I said, what the hell is Homeland Security? How they get this task? Because usually they'll send a task force of maybe FBI, CIA, not ACI, but FBI, what is it? Not ATF. What's the other agency? U.S. Marshals. They would send them out to to handle this. But the fact that they got Homeland Security to this, J-Man, I'm with you with that. This all ties into Kim Porter's murder, I think, amongst other things. Amongst other things, I would say, pay attention to Jaguar Wright's Instagram. Pay attention to Albie Shore's Instagram. Pay attention to Kimora Lee's Instagram. Pay attention to certain key individuals' Instagrams and see if something is being said both openly or cryptically. Openly or cryptically, meaning subliminally. Pay attention, just pay attention and see if certain things will be said. Hiding, that's right. I keep saying that the feds raided the homes when in reality it was Homeland. They are federal though. They are indeed federal, Keisha. They still the feds. They just like one of the highest, if not the highest branch of the feds for domestic situations. And Homeland Security is not only tied to domestic, but they also tied to international stuff. It's deep. I thought Kim Porter death was mysterious anyway. C. Baptiste, very. You hear me? That's how I know is sex trafficking and or human trafficking, because they do. That's a fact. Homeland Security and Secret Service, they do handle stuff like that. They handle stuff like sex trafficking. They handle stuff like counterfeiting and certain things of that nature too. That is a fact. Homeland has more access internationally. That is a fact. They said Kim died because she was sick and wouldn't take medicine. Man, listen. Homeland get search warrants, wiretaps, etc. real easy. Yes, Lord. And some of the technology that they have at their disposal, your average like the LA County sheriffs and all these other people won't have them. The CSI departments won't have them. You feel me? Cassie's lawyer has already made a mini statement. Really? Uh-oh. 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 They definitely steal the feds. That's a fact. Don't forget Diddy has Russian ties. I don't think, well. See, I got questions on her past. And how does a healthy individual become mysteriously sick and pass away suddenly? That part right there. It all ties together. If you want to be technical, all the way back to the Pac situation, all that tied together somehow. If you want to go back to Big Jake and various other things that have happened, all that ties together. You hear me? Justin Show, what's goody like the mob? Phil, when Homeland come, they have a lot on you. That's what I'm saying. Even more so than the FBI would. That's a fact. You'll never know they're watching you either, because they had them drones way up in the sky looking at you like, they got to have people in the van, they ain't have people in the car. They can have them drones way, way up in the sky, them good big ass drones. Honed down, right? Listening in your house, listening in your car, all that. You think so, Peep Scheme? Man. Excuse me. Homeland Security is the king of the hill in federal policing. Bush made, that's what I say after 9/11. That's a fact. Damn, man. Some of y'all know some things. You hear me? Kim Porter had all the truths about Puff. That's why he had to, before any of them could get out. Man, listen. It's a sad situation. Diddy likes party, but you got to tell him no. Listen. It's gonna be interesting to see what this all really is all about. Who gets subpoenaed, who gets called as a witness, a confidential informant, what they have written down, and whatever, whether some of your favorite rappers, because they said some of your favorite rappers were caught in rooms and partying with Diddy. some more recently than others, and some other people. It's going to be interesting to see where all the cookies crumble and where they fall. That's a fact. Sabrina said, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Sabrina, she said, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. They have probable cause that date back years on Diddy. That's a fact. And see, that's the thing. Everything does not have a statute of limitations. Everything does not have a statute of limitations. One of them being murder. One of them being homicide. And with some of these new laws that have been enacted to help people go back years to fight sexual crimes and molestation and things of that nature, it opened the door for things such as this. Thus the Cassie lawsuit, et cetera, et cetera. I'll be sure posting something on this story 12 hours ago. It seems a little interesting. I will check it out. I will check it out. Calcutta, what's goody? Y'all come on over to the YouTube right there, ladies and gentlemen. Be a part of the conversation, huh? Let me see if I can pull it up with my other phone. My other phone in the room. Damn it, Jim. I don't think I can get to that account on this phone. But I can do this, though. Let me see. Say we in it all, sitting on falls down. Oh, he just posted somebody else's thing about this case on his shit. Hold on, let me put it. This is Albie Show Stories. He did post something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me see something. Uh-oh. I see what you talking about. He out in California and got Crump with him. Uh-oh. Something is going on. Something is going wrong. Listen, and I'm not reveling. Listen, let me be clear. I'm not reveling in what's going on. What I'm saying is, damn, Diddy. No, Diddy. No, Diddy, you had a gang of chances, my brother. And I'm not, listen, I'm not speaking as if he's guilty. I'm speaking from what I read in those, in that Cassie case. I'm speaking about the different things that his name has been involved with throughout the years. When the feds come, the case has already been put together. It's just a matter of a few situations they need to tie together. Most cases, you're right, J-Man. Most cases, you're right. Cassie's lawyer, Douglas Wigdor, responds to the raid on Sean Diddy Combs. Hopefully, this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for his depraved conduct. Allegedly, no Diddy. Listen, damn it. On the news, they said with Puffy, it goes all the way back to 92, 93. Hey, Jeannie Miles, listen. Understand something. Understand something. I always found Diddy's eyes to be cold, dead, and evil. I never liked them and never knew why. He just seemed cold. But let me be clear. In and of himself, Diddy ain't. In and of himself, Diddy was never like that. He got a couple of dollars. He had people around him. He was able to pay certain individuals that could hold him down. You know what I'm saying? Like a 900-pound safe vaulted to the floor. And he felt invincible. Let's be clear. Money sometimes can make you feel invincible. Money can make you feel invincible. He has 3 stories up. It's the second one. I'll go back to it. Excuse me. truthfully, I believe it's more than this. That's what I'm saying, Peep Scheme. That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be a big ass tree. I think this one investigation, because see, this is what happens, right? If they can tie you to one to two different things, then they can go to the bigger courts and say this person here is involved in all this. This is what you say, just cause or probable cause for you to be able to fill out a warrant for this here over here. And then they try to tie it all together. That's what happened in my situation. They tried it. That's a fact. That band definitely has something to, man, listen. What y'all think the case name is? They always have one. I'm going to say, come out and play. Nah, Zabrita, not come out and play. Pete, the one where he mentions an artist and producer. Years ago, my phone was tapped. I didn't find out about it until the investigation over. They could have been watching Diddy for years and get probable. That's a fact. That's a fact. Someone gave Diddy the heads up to get out of the country. Could be, Vino, if that's where he's at. Just like R. Kelly, Bill, Diddy been having sexual harassment cases from way back then. Damn it. It's bigger. Woo. Cassie lawyers knows it all. Now I gotta say Serena or take that. Y'all are wild as a bug. He was never a gangster. He had that coin, and he didn't have that coin first. It's when he got that coin. Because like I said, he did janky promoter stuff. He wasn't protected back then. It was later on, a little bit later, when he started really getting protected. Diddy got compromised when he was young and kept it. That's what I think too. One kid, they keep saying, was he groomed by Clive and or Andre Harrell, et cetera, et cetera. You never know. Even Andre Harrell's death was different. I wonder how he feels seeing the boys in cup behind this bullshit. Man, listen, whether he gets found not guilty or not, it got to weigh in on the father. Feds will pick up the weakest link first too, who they feel will roll on the big fish. That's a fact. If they haven't done so quietly already, J-Man, we don't know if it's already been done already. And this is just the latest in the string of things. Not investigation. Phil, my father said law enforcement in New York and some feds are being investigated too. Over this case, that might explain even more so with why Homeland Security is involved. Oh, damn it, Jim. Damn it. TF 3100 said, you can hate me now. Probable consistency, trafficking charges. The judge said, here you go. Good God Almighty. Diddy must have purchased something he wasn't supposed to. Interesting. Interesting, Peep Scheme, because think about it. That's when all that heat started coming down for Bill Cosby too. When he tried to buy NBC, wasn't nobody caring about what he did, who he did, whatever. Till the NBC came around, and that man not only did he get found guilty of that, but he lost his son, and you know, in a suspicious way and everything. Did he about to be like Russell Simmons? Russell Simmons comes back and forth, but he be in and fuck out. He be in and out. You hear me? He too big. He can't just leave the country. He will be found. I'm pretty sure if they've been watching him, they know where he at. They know his every move. Trust me. If they've been watching him, they know exactly where he at. In case nobody knows, there's something called pre-indictment. You can pay a lawyer to talk to the feds for you to see if they have a case. That's a fact. They won't release details, but they'll tell you if there is a case. That's a fact. It's really sad when our brothers get money, they change. Instead of helping our community and doing the right thing, they choose to do evil shit. I don't understand. See, Baptiste, you right about that. You are right about that. He's a billionaire. I don't think he's a cut and dry billionaire. Cutter. I don't think he is. I think with assets and all, he might have been. I think when that liquor deal went bad, that cut a lot of his resources off, his future earnings off. Yes, this case. Ooh-wee. When you look at the Epstein case, law enforcement was a huge part of the problem. Yeah, that's a fact, Scheme. You did say that. If you was around them that long, you got to know some people that I know too, Peep Scheme. My father is a lawyer, King now, voice. He's silly. Now, Bill's problem because of his house. What you mean because of his house, Peep Scheme? BIGPOPPA, no info for the DEA, federal agents back. I'm flagrant, tap my phone in the basement. Listen, a lot of times they know you did certain things, right? Local, state, regional, fed. Certain times they know you did certain things, but they can't put the dots together enough to pull you in court for it, whether it be from murder on down to bullshit or whatever the case may be. But if they are able to put enough dots together, then they put that case together. Sometimes they Jimmy rig it and actually get it started before it's done. That's why you see certain cases falling apart, even on the Fed level. But if in cases like this, they would want to have this bitch air shut together. They would want to have it air shut together. I don't know if Trump paid that fee yet. You said this Diddy raid is a distraction tactic. I don't know. I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, they're going to talk about Trump more than they're going to talk about Diddy. Trust that. Trust that. He has, I think, until the close of business, either that or 11:59 tonight. By the end of the day, he has to pay that fee. If not, you will be hearing about them going to court and filing the papers they need to file to levy, to lien, to snatch, to take his property, his money, etc., his bank account that they know about. Big oil reserve under his house. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, you're right. Here I am struggling every day and wasn't chosen to be blessed. Oh, see, Baptiste. Oh, all the studio executives are all creepy. Man, listen. And that payment to Cassie. Puffy didn't pay Illuminati. He didn't do something they wanted him to do, I bet. Listen, like I said, he ruffled somebody's feathers. And when they said it early, it might be the liquor giants. It definitely might be the liquor giants. He ruffled some feathers somewhere way up higher than him. They said, oh, you think you like that, huh? Watch this. Took the veil of protection off his ass. Took that untouchable veil up off his ass. And guess what? That's your ass, Mr. Postman. No, Diddy. No, she been left. Night Ride. She been left. Irony of the Cosby case is that the comedian Hannibal Buress told a joke that made women, quote, come forward. Plus, Bill admitted to the charges in a sealed confession. A DEA race is what sealed. Yeah, that's a fact. His big money came from De Leon, 10, 20 million a year to promote that tequila. That is a lot of cheddar to lose, though. Not only that, yeah, the Ciroc situation, all that. I think they're the same company, but I'm not sure. When the feds come, they got something, right? Maybe not enough to put you away for life, but I'm sure they got him for at least 5 already. Listen, one of the United States' largest oil reserves is under Bill's house in Michigan or Massachusetts. Wow. You said Trump snitched on Diddy? Listen, that would be something. That would be something. I got you. We gonna make it. Hold on a second. May said he didn't get his money when he could have, but he getting. Oh yeah, boy. Trump got the bail money down to $175 million this morning in court. Not sure if he posted it. Man, listen, that shit ain't gonna matter. They want all that. The court gave him a 10-day extension today. Okay, they reduced the fine to $175. What? Are you sure about that, K Jara? Free Pink Diamond. When you gonna start reading the room and act like you know that this is on something else? The Illuminati swapped out Diddy for Bad Bobby. Keefe, he definitely, as much as that nigga talked in the open on Vlad and all these other places, he definitely did some rapping. He definitely did some rapping. That Bond came down too. Oh, he definitely did some rapping. They got him. But in order for him to escape from this, that's like the Alpo and Wayne Perry situation. Alpo was wanted for murder. Alpo was wanted for, drug dealing, conspiracy, whatever the case may be. They want Wayne Perry much more than they did a deal with Alpo to get Wayne. That's a whole nother story for another day. Yeah, Phil, it was on the news, but about Trump. Oh, man. How the hell they give him that? That's crazy. Catch him now so Biden can partner. Phil, they say you should. Okay, you're getting up out of here. You're getting up out of here. Ban using delete comments. There you go. Catch him. Oh, pay attention. I bet before a whole got it's Dame first. I don't know about that piece scheme. I don't know about that. Diddy's alone. Listen, everybody that wants to come up and give their 1-2s on this, the link is tied to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, Don, what's good like the mob?
Man, what's up with it?
Everything's everything. What's your take on everything going down with this Diddy situation? No Diddy, no doubt, baby.
Man, all I know, I don't think he's the only person they gonna go after, bruh.
You said you think he's the only person?
No, I said I don't think he's the only person. I think it's
definitely not. Definitely not. And you know what's crazy? Was you at the morning show this morning?
No, I was for a second, then I had something to do.
Did you see what my title of the morning show was?
No, what was it?
The title of it was No Diddy. Ain't that about a coincidence?
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I thought about that before I went live. I said, wow.
Hey, bruh. You think they gonna get Jay, man?
I don't know. I don't know. I think Jay is a hella smart dude. And I would hope that he didn't do any of those freak offs or any of that stuff.
Bro, let me ask you something.
Sure.
If he ain't do none of that, why every time something mentioned that he like top of the food chain, like at all the parties though?
Because of his stature. So he has to be mentioned. Like this can't just be a Diddy party when we got all these people in the room. This gotta be Hove and Diddy. This has to be like a conglomerate. Almost like when me and Push supposed to be like DMG
No, don't do that. Don't put y'all this. No, don't do that, bro.
I'm not that. I'm not on that stature. I'm not on that stature. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like, what if he the person that's running everything? Like, you never know, man.
Say that again.
I said, what if he the person that's running the whole food? You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know, man.
I don't know because Diddy was kind of in power before Puff.
Man,
Diddy was in power before Jay. Jay has amassed, I think, more than Puff now. But I think some of these things going on are definitely separate and away from anything that any party or any, coming together them two brothers could ever have did. So even if he partied and freaked off just a little bit or whatever the case may be, most of this stuff I don't think will have his name on it. I don't think so.
But you got to think Jay got control of a lot of people getting out of trouble too.
Yeah, which could be threatening to other people. That's a fact. That I'm pretty sure they're looking, and I'm pretty sure the feds, Jay done rapped about it. The feds been trying to get at him for years for this, that, and the third. But I don't know. It's a lot of politics and red tape to that too. Down to Rock Nation, who we got working at Rock Nation.
Just think about this. The same thing, like when we come up, we watching the movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like all the greats. You gotta think, man, they be they be into that. People that be greats, they be into, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To be a great, you have to do certain things, man.
Man, listen. I think, and I look back at the situation I went through. Like I said, I was heavily around a lot of people in the industry, and I had a lot of offers on the table and a lot of things going on at the time. And I look back at it like maybe that case I had was for multiple reasons. One, because of my makeup, and I probably would have been on TV, because if people would have tried to get me to do this or that, or come to me with some sucker, you need to do this or do that. No, Diddy. I probably would have left from there. Pause. For lack of better words. I can't say too much because we're on this thing. So I look at it like maybe that was God said, nah, this ain't for you, or this ain't for you right now. Yeah, you've been messing up, so I'm gonna put you through something. Just putting you through something is to push you to the side, to prepare you for something down the line, or whatever the case may be. Y'all come on over to the good YouTube right there. The link is right there. You sound muffled, brother.
That's why I feel like that money turned you into something else, man.
Say it one more time.
That's why I said that money turn you into a whole nother character.
That's a fact, especially for things that you wasn't built for, or it brought your real character. It'll bring out your real character. I'll say that. See, Baptiste, thank you so much. That's a fact. Even through the things that I went through, even through the trials and tribulations that I went through, some of which I put myself through, they definitely did that. King Me Now.
Oh man.
Man, I know you got to say something.
Oh man,
We both know.
it's
We both
more
know.
to say something. It's more to the effect of about damn time. You know what I mean? About damn time. How long do you allegedly let a predator get away with certain things, right? Continue to throw these parties, these Halloween parties, do these things every year after year after year, and just let him chill. You feel me?
Man,
Like,
it's always somebody behind there with a lot of power that make it happen. That's how I
right,
feel.
but see, they make it happen until they're tired of it. You see, if they when they wanted to go get Osama bin Laden, right?
It
Once
might
you
be.
commit a
Hold on a
certain
second,
act,
King. Now,
it ain't.
Jeannie,
Huh?
it might be yours. You might have to reef because ain't nobody else saying it's low. You the only one saying it's low, Jeannie.
Well, can you hear me
Go
now?
ahead, King. I'm sorry.
You couldn't hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, so I was saying once you if they and see it go like so it go to secrets. I think it go to CIA, the Secret Service, Homeland Security, then the Feds. I think it go like that, right? So if the Feds got like what's that noise?
Somebody outside, do me a favor, mute up for a second. Don. Good.
Oh, I got you. Hold on, I'm going.
If the, so if the
Right.
Feds got
Cool.
if the Feds got a what, like a 99.9% rate or whatever the case may be, what do you think the Homeland Security got? You feel me? Like what do you just going up the ladder? If the Feds got that, then what do you think they got? So at the end of the day, this man has been investigated for over maybe 10 years in just building. Like the Feds sat on El Chapo for years and years and years and gather
Oh, yeah.
information from people,
And let
and
certain things happen and let things go on.
yeah, like I'm about to say, they'll let people, like the Feds is dirt, like they'll let people die, and this is not allegedly. They'll let people die. Well, I'll say allegedly. They'll hire people to do things and give them immunity to certain things. I know these things because of they'll do these things, right? Because at the end of the day, their only objective is to get you and you only, right? And for people like Rick Ross and Drake, everybody that was associated with it, when they get into them conversations in them phones, money ain't gonna be able to stop this shit you deleted, right? This shit the money you think you had to pay the top I don't know, hackers or people that know to delete and do all this. They got people that know technology 10 years from now that know certain things. Like people gotta understand, and these people are not allowed to tell their own spouse what they do for a living. Y'all know that, right? Like
That's a
there
fact.
are people that are married to their spouse, either man or
I don't
woman,
know what
and
they do.
don't know what they do. They
They
are
tell them that they're a
sworn.
consultant or they're
Yeah,
a
right.
tech.
And right. That's a fact. That's a fact, God.
Yeah.
Like this ain't no joke. Like they cannot. You sleep with this woman every night or this man for 30 years, and you don't know what she or he do for a living. Imagine how deep that is. Like, and they can't tell you. So when you dealing with things like this, brother Diddy, brother Love, brother Puff, but Sean, whatever he want to call himself, he knows in his heart of hearts, right, that he over. He's thinking about his kids right now and what he going to do to try to spare and save them, because he's done, right? He knows he has done so much to the point where it's like feels it's like, when you done, I'm caught. You feel me? Now it's just them just getting me and catching me. But okay, once you realize I messed up, I'm going to accept it. Okay, what? Because he's still not a broke man. After this, it will tarnish his legacy. I don't know.
It's gonna bring him to his knees. Can he
Right,
get back
right.
up? Possible.
No,
Possibly not.
no. Because this scene worse than the R. Kelly, bro.
Yeah, and when you think about it,
No. Just look at the people though.
Hold on 1 second. J-Man beg to differ. Secret Service is more than security. Trust me.
No.
I
They
know from personal experience that Secret Service does way more than just security. They do investigations and other shit.
If you type something online, right, there's something crazy that threatens the U.S.
They will investigate that.
A Secret Service agent, will knock at your front door and will pull out the badge and say, "This is the Secret Service. We need this, that," and they will arrest you. And they will call themselves the Secret Service. If you have said something, or they have a tip that you are planning to do something that's going to harm the government or the president, then you'll have the CIA with the Secret Service. See, the Secret Service, people think the CIA are the same. No, the CIA are tasked just to protect the president, right? They go with the president. The Secret Service is part of the CIA, but they deal with domestic and international stuff. So if the Secret Service knock at your door, best believe it's because of something you have done. They don't just come out. They don't send an FBI or Homeland. They come and get you for a certain type of reason. When they come to your doorstep, wherever you think you hiding at, and they if you don't come willingly, pause, they'll take it from you. They'll take you right up out of there with no problem. So the reason, huh?
No, I was answering Justin and said they do counterfeit money investigation. They do any type of
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like if you look it up, like when you start playing with U.S. currency, bro, go ahead and print some fake money and see how fast they come knock at your door. If you don't believe, no, not the home Secret Service. If you start playing with U.S. currency and you start getting it, making money, and they start and it's penetrating their stuff, they'll come knock at your door. Nobody but them, and there'll be a lot of them in suits or whatever the hell they pull up in. So they do come holler at you. And the fact that the feds is the see, people think the feds is just the government agencies, like the back on firearms, ATF, the drug enforcement, U.S. Marshal. Those are all the feds. However, there's different levels in the feds. FBI, though, that's the feds. So you want to be particular. The Homeland Security is higher than the feds. They didn't send the feds because it's a little bit deeper, obviously, right?
And MMB was saying that some agencies are tied to the investigation.
What you mean? What you mean, like?
Some officers and some feds might be tied to the
investigation.
Oh
yeah. Of course. But the main people.
Hold on 1 second. West Coast living. You said not work because R. Kelly had the P word attached to it. Well, there are some portions of this that could teeter onto that. If
what's the P word? What?
PEDO, the pedo word.
That's the same thing with the sex slaves, man. Come on, yo.
Justin Bieber stayed there when he was a juvenile. Usher stayed there as a juvenile. I think Bashir Gray was there as a juvenile before he became an adult. but definitely
it's
Justin.
the Empire dude, right?
Empire dude. So you don't know what lanes all this go into, and that's just men. We ain't talking about young women. If that be the case, of the things, I'm not wishing or trying to put a jacket on them, so I'm not gonna say that. However, it's a lot.
That's why I said earlier.
Dudes been quiet for a minute. That's a fact. Go ahead, I'm listening.
That's why they said when I said earlier on your morning show, when I typed in, I said that thing he did, even that little skit he did when the guy said, "Do you like men and Meek Mills?" For him to even play around with that, and like it goes to show you, right? The man asked them a question now, whether it was real or not, fake. You under all this stuff. Now I don't know if how it happened, but. Like for you to even do that and for that to come out, it goes to show you what type of man this man is. That woman Jaguar has been saying this since 18, like for a long time, man. And she's been naming the people, and now it's all of a sudden now everybody else's name. But she told y'all, and people was calling her crazy, that she mad that she broke, that she mad that she not in the industry, and blah blah blah. And that could have been so though, right? But being mad also make you tell the truth about people too. So she could have been mad, right? But when you don't pay and you don't look out for people, they will turn on you. So two things can be right at the same time. Yeah, she could be mad. Shit. What happened?
They said they posted that he fled to a remote airfield in Barbuda.
Yeah, is that true? We got that before. Is that true? Where you? Because I've been searching.
I don't know. Allegedly.
Well, I looked at it. So they took out 3. I saw one. I looked like his son Justin. Allegedly, they look like they had him
and Justin and what's his name? Christian.
And Christian is the one that looked like the one. What's the one that looked like Puffy?
Like him. Yeah, that's Christian. That's Christian.
Oh, so they were at the LA house.
Yeah, and they pulled him outside.
It was no New York. So I just looked at it. So it was LA and Miami, not New York.
I think New York too. They said all 3 had of his.
You sure? Because I just went on it and before I came, it said, but either way they did it simultaneously. So they did it show. So imagine how many people. Imagine how many people it take to say 1, 2, 3, go, and everybody go like that's some DSHIT.
Power. That's a lot of money. That's
And so there you go. Governments, they are so cheap. If they spend money, it's because they are spending it and they are looking for people to plea out. And in my belief, in my opinion, that when it's all said and done, maybe in 25, 20, whenever, that Puff Daddy will eventually take a plea deal for something, and he will get a lot of things dropped. I'm saying that now, and that's how I'm allowed to state my opinion. That's how I feel, because to think that where there's one, there's always 2 or 3. To think that Cassidy will be the only woman that will that he did this to. When you have them type of behaviors in your head, think about it, y'all. That's how you are, right? Like it's a sickness, right? So it doesn't just stop with Cassidy. Like this is who he is. Like he's a dirty dude. He just happened to raise to some type of power, but his mind has never been treated because he didn't think he had a problem. But he has a mental problem. And you give a mental problem damn near $1 billion, and guess what you create? A effing monster. And it's a shame because he got beautiful daughters. He got sons that, they're going to hold down their dad. Some of them probably knew whatever, but, you rock with your dad, right? But it's the people that's going to get hurt. I'm telling you, I think Rick Ross, my opinion. I think Drake. I think a lot of people, when they get into the digital things, the text messages, right? A lot of them are scared right now. A lot of them are lawyering up. I know Rick Ross right now got a lawyer. I know Drake got a lawyer. I know Little Baby got a lawyer. I know Meek Mill's got anybody that had any dealings with
that's why
brother. I know they got a lawyer.
That's why I said this earlier. I said it's weird Nobody, and I mean nobody. You didn't even hear his children. Nobody stood up and said we stand with this man when the Cassie situation came
Yo,
out.
Rick Ross, his
Nobody.
man, bro. Rick Ross, his man, Paul. And he hasn't addressed. And Rick Ross, they came to all them little car show. They F with each other, Paul.
Cassie.
Okay, well, Cassie, y'all know who I mean. The one that shaved their head because he made her shave her head. Because
Cassie,
that's the way that's not allegedly. That's the way that he wanted her to look. So it's not even a shame. What's sad is that all the other people, right? And maybe it's not sad because if they was involved or they knew, and a lot of people, like, I know things about my homie that is wrong, right? And maybe I should tell, but I won't. So a lot of people are going to be forced to either stay solid or, stand on some of the things they done text them or whatever the case may be. Like, this is deeper than the average hood stuff or things that we eat. Like this is when they come and get you, like, look what they did to Young Thug. That was just a state federal like that. And they was able to do that to him. And he ain't nowhere on the level as my man, Brother Love. So it's and they got him. So when they did that to King Vaughn and all them for killing the other boy and all them, and the feds came and they got him. If King Vaughn was alive, he would be he would be convicted of the murder of Duck Duck, whatever the boy name is. God rest his soul. You know about him, King Vaughn, and
you talking about that Chicago stuff?
Yeah, right. But the feds got involved, right? And once they get involved, everybody pleads out. Nobody takes it to trial.
Well, what it is, especially when it's a conspiracy, they'd rather get a corporate plea. So a corporate plea is like everybody pleading to something, or generally everybody pleading to like 5 years, 10 years. Or whatever. You might got one or two people that are going to have to bite the bullet if they got murders on them or whatever the case may be. But everybody else will do what's called a corporate plea in the feds, and that's why you see certain dealers, they might have to only do 10 years or and then come on home or whatever the case.
But then how come that's not happening with the Young Thug? Because he had about 20, 30 people, and they didn't do no, like, you have to agree to it. Like, why they ain't do, like,
the case ain't federal, it's state.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I don't know all of the laws in Georgia.
No, you're right. No, you said it right though. State is not. It got different things. And one thing I wanted to say too, they got Osama bin Laden. So thinking that if they want to, thinking that you can do something and you can go to one of these countries that they don't extradite or whatever the word is, if they want to, like Phil said, and they have other tactics, they'll come and get you. It ain't nothing you can do.
If they really want you, they gonna come get you, or if they really try to take you out, they'll take you out in these unextradited countries. That's a fact.
And these governments that we got the money, they'll pay one of them countries that don't do that, and they'll find a way to make it look like so you can run, but you never can hide. And if Osama bin Laden didn't show you that, once you attacked and did that, they showed you that when they found Saddam Hussein inside that little hole in freaking whatever, that's how deep the U.S. government go, bro. That's how deep they can go when they really want you, bro. El Chapo.
Trust me, I know on a lower level. I know what some of the links that they'll go to try to get at you, or
and you still that didn't scare you. That didn't scare you a little bit to break, because keep it real. Any real.
Because what they charged me with, that wasn't me. And I looked up at them when they had me on the ground, and when the agents finally told me what they had me for, and I looked at them, I said, "You the FBI." I said, "You didn't look through."
Oh, you damn me at the FBI. Shit.
I said, you know that ain't what I do. And he looked at me and said, he smirked. He said, "Yeah, we know. Just keep an open mind when we come to talk to him." And I looked back at it again. I said, "Again, you seen my jacket? That ain't in my And so he kind of.
So you had a one up. So you knew if you stood tall that I got you right there, because you knew like
when he told me what it was, I was like, I don't even do that. I didn't know
he shouldn't have did that. See, he messed up by doing that.
I didn't know what the case was until the detectives picked me up for extradition from Maryland on 9/11. That's when I found out
snap on 9/11.
Yeah, that's when I knew what the case was, and the case was somebody I knew, and they were trying to get me off the street to see if they can get me in the corner, see if they can squeeze me, pause, and go against my boy. And in turn, they wanted to get my boy to see if he go against his father-in-law, which was a lieutenant in DC police who was caught up in drugs and child PO.
But you just said nothing. You said
they didn't think I was gonna get out. That was the thing. I got out. I bonded out right after. September 12th. I bonded out and went home or whatever. Matter of fact, I was getting married later that month. I had to go before a special hearing to allow me to go on my honeymoon, which was already paid and booked in Hawaii. You know, in those cases, you ain't supposed to go so far, whatever the case may be. But I had a special, when you talk to them like that, they would and yo, they did. And if you just look, he's like, yeah, we know. And I looked up at him like, I looked at him like, you bitch ass nigga, then what you got me for? Like, you know, I ain't do this. Why I'm getting charged? He said, just keep an open mind. I looked at him and like, you got me.
See, and that's when you knew. That's when you knew you had a little win on you. You knew you had the upper hand.
The federally or not, I knew it didn't carry that much time. I was like, and I faced all of it in a bag of chips. I'm like, y'all got me chopped and screwed. So when I found out what the case was, I thought my peoples put my name in it because a lot of times we was together a lot. So you know, I think they was trying to tie one with the two, but I was like, so when I got out that next day, I had one of them OJ black on triple black Broncos. Or whatever. Skirted in front of his tow truck lot. It was like, nigga, I know you didn't put my name in it. What messed him up? He took a plea. When they came and got him, he pleaded out. So he had to go step in at a time and do 13 months or something in the feds or whatever. And he didn't say nothing about the people that they really wanted. Well, he the one that hit me as what was really going, because I didn't know what was, because they dropped the case. His case was federal. It was feds in my door, but they charged me in a Virginia jurisdiction. They didn't charge me as a federal case. See, this is the bullshit and the garbage.
The government do whatever the F they want, man. Like that, you don't want to get caught up with them niggas, man. You don't.
Man, I went behind no damn 9/11. Y'all sound stupid. They charged me.
Don't even play like that, yo.
They charged me on the Virginia statute, right? Which means the feds should have never been at my door. And it wasn't U.S. Marshals, it was FBI. And they had a couple other detectives.
Yo, it was the FBI?
The FBI, 2 DC detectives, and they had Montgomery County Police.
I'd have been scared as hell.
Montgomery County Police had the riot shields with the electric shit in it. I said, what the hell y'all got? You would have thought they came to my house on some real heavy shit.
Did they kick your door in? What were you doing at the time they came through?
When I opened the door, because I had a couple of vendor stands. I was opening the door to go do my business. When I opened the door, this nigga looked like Big Bubba from old WWF or WWE.
Yeah, the one big black nigga.
A 40 caliber Glock down on my nose, like, freeze, don't you move.
Yo, they did that to me, yo.
And my eyes got wide because I'm seeing that's the first thing I see came down. Dude, he might as well say, lay your bitch hands down. I'm like,
right. Hell yeah.
But the thing of it is, I was like, I'm thinking it was, I'm wrecking my brain because wouldn't nobody tell me that. At first, I'm wrecking my brain like, what the hell I did? So I'm thinking some other stuff, but maybe from the past trying to come back. But I was like that. I was like, when he told me that, I was like, nah, you got me effed up. Like, nah.
Yeah, that was a sigh relief. That was a sigh relief right there.
And y'all know I ain't that. I've done a lot of things, but that ain't one of them.
And I kind of get where you going. Yeah, is that so? Yeah, you get me up out of that. I know. Yeah, I'm already.
And then I tried to sue the ass. I tried to sue the government for allowing the case to be filed. And at first,
I heard you said nobody couldn't take it.
They wouldn't touch it. After he took their first salivating, they called me back to the office like, nope, there's nothing we could do about it. Ain't no lawyer in Virginia gonna take this because it's too much. And I was pissed because it cost me so much in my new marriage. It cost me. I never
heard that, Phil. I never heard that. If it sounds good that a lawyer is scared to take it because of what is so much like
certain things above their pay grade, and certain things they'll get that call or they'll get a whisper like, no. Call for this, or so and so signed off on this above your pay grade. It'd be political.
Leave that
shit.
alone. Yeah, leave that. And I advise you to leave that alone. Like they'll tell them.
Frank White was good.
And that's the thing with Diddy. He did a lot of things that he don't think because he directly did, or he might have told him that told him. But what they don't understand is that when they start doing their investigation, bro, they have already talked to people that still be around Diddy. You feel me? They go back and talk to Diddy. It's crazy how they work, man. And that's why I don't got no friends now. That's why I don't trust. No, I don't have. I have because no, Phil, we're rap. Who can, bro? They'll talk to your main homie every other day, and your main homie will get with you every other day. You won't know SHIT. You won't know nothing.
And understand this.
Shit deep, man.
A lot of the stuff that's 20 plus years ago, they didn't have the same technology they got now.
Of course.
They didn't have a lot of the forensic stuff back in the 90s that they got now. They had some things, but they didn't have. So a lot of the technology they can now, they can go back and get certain evidence from before. They can tie people to it, and it's a lot. So
y'all throwing y'all phones away. they throwing their phones away. I'm telling y'all now, whoever mess with it, doing that, it's just incriminating yourself. Don't get caught up in throwing away stuff because you think you might as well keep that. And if your name is called, stand on it. What happened? What they say?
Yo, Lee, she said when they came for me, I heard them in my room saying they should add on another charge for having too many shoes. Damn it. Hey, they say they cold-blooded, yo. Like, listen. They are cold-blooded. Like,
they can't
one day I'm gonna write a book. And some of the stuff in my life
you should Phil.
Could actually be a movie because that case itself was a doozy. I said that these.
It wasn't that other case, Phil, with the other thing. This is two.
That's a whole nother movie. That's a whole nother situation.
So these are two different. These are two different things.
Totally different.
Shit.
Years apart.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But it just go to show you when they trying to get you, they gonna do whatever they take to get your ass. Pause. No Diddy. Listen.
And if they gotta send your mother to try to set you up or make her feel scared enough, your mother will call you on the phone while they listening and be like, baby, I'm telling you, they different, bro. They'll get somebody that you would think will never you would kill yourself if you bet against that. That woman wouldn't tell on me, but you don't. You would half the people that would bet that would lose their life because once they get her down there, like Phil said earlier before I came up, a lot of people are not built for this, and a lot of people are scared. It was things allegedly that I did. If you could get people, whatever the case may be, for little bits of money or whatever, just imagine what like you could get people touched, and people are scared of that, especially when they know you and they know how you play. So a lot of people not going to talk. They just like just even Mary J. Blige, just the money that he owed her and owed all them people, bro. That took a lot of time to come out, and that's just money that he literally said, "I'm not paying you. F you. Your contract. I'm not paying you. What you want?"
That's why Suge was needed at the time. For Mary J. Blige, for Jodeci, and a couple other people. Like a lot of people, like Suge end up being a little bit more or being a little bit different or extra, whatever the case may be.
But Puff Daddy really was the Suge Knight, though. Like Puff Daddy was the Suge.
Early on his career, Suge was a much needed individual because there was a lot of people doing a lot of crud and ball things, and he just ended up. Money.
But he did too, though. He did too, Phil. He did too, Phil. He
does some things, but I think he's done a little bit more good than people give him credit for. But in this situation, money definitely changes people and actually brings out what's in them. I'll say that. Especially
I'll say that. I agree to 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 that, man.
One will say he was framed for attempt murder on drive-by because the getaway driver was on the motorcycle and they knew motorcycles was my thing. Ain't that about a
Who?
100
Diddy?
other people that be on motorcycle? Like, no. One wheel in the comments. Definitely. But this is it, right? It's funny, right? It's funny because when, like I said, Pete just came out. When Keefe D got hit, I said, I got a feeling something's coming towards Diddy. I said this. I said it was bigger than the Pac and all that. And then the irony of what I titled the show for Good Morning Gang Morning Show this morning, the fact that I titled that No Diddy is different. Because I titled it that last minute because I was going to title it something because I was going to have Trump up there, I was going to have this, I was going to have that. And I said, no, I'm going to simplify, make this No Diddy.
But will that to be funny of the pause thing though, or like was it?
I started thinking about the pause, but it's just coincidental how that all just lined up to this what's going on now.
Wow.
Damn, he headed to Cape Verde, which is a no extradition treaty with the U.S. Oh shit, Diddy, no Diddy.
I'm gonna keep it real. If you run Diddy, you are guilty. So I hope what they're saying is not true because if you're running, you're going to lose. Just don't run.
No,
don't.
I do got a 7 cents notorious. I do at times. I'm hard headed. I don't listen to it. I don't listen to it at times. That's I got a spidey since that.
I ain't gonna hold you. You had your homeboy in here. I don't know who he is, but he was talking to us. He know a lot of different things that you were saying. Your man, I don't know who he ain't want to cam up, but he was saying some things that I don't know if he know him, but he was hitting some points. Like I'm like, wow, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Night Rider, that's a fact. And left his kids like
yeah, why he not at his Miami house or where so where is he at or his New Jersey or New York crib? So where
he took a flight and they said that it's been reported that he's headed to Cape Verde, which doesn't have a extradition treaty.
He was tipped off. So he was tipped off. Diddy, and see, that's what Diddy little bit of power got him. He got him just at the last minute. He got tipped off.
Somebody called as soon as they was at the gates.
But he couldn't get his kids though. But yeah, so then how he escaped? Then what he do? Like what?
He was somewhere else. He wasn't at the houses. He was somewhere else. I think they said he was at some island, Barbados or whatever. And so he said that it was reported that he went to like a private hangar or something this morning. Whatever the case, I don't know.
Yeah, we speculating that part. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. If they really want him, they'll get him off of Cape Verde. They will get him off of Cape Verde. That's a fact.
What's Cape Verde? What's that? What's Cape Verde?
It's an island in Cape Verde is an island in the Caribbean, right? If I'm not mistaken, right?
And then
do I have that wrong? Is Cape Verde is in Caribbean? When he changed,
I heard that. It brings out the person that you were, like Phil said. If you're a real guy, it don't change you. But if you was a guy that was a funny dude and you get some money, it just brings out the person that you always wanted to be.
I ain't that good. Pause. Night Rider. Not call me $1,000.
Nah, Phil, because you've been speaking on this before the Cassidy thing, and that's because of your little dealings. You feel me what I'm saying?
And I pay attention to certain things, and I see how the high's moving, how the investigation's moving. Just the little crap I've been through.
That's enough. That doesn't change. So you saw it. How many years did that ago? Watch this. How many years probably?
He flew his private jet out of the U.S. Someone said,
I don't think Diddy ain't having private jet. Diddy didn't have no private. No. Y'all giving him too much. He didn't have a private jet. He didn't have that, y'all. No, he did not.
It's an island off the coast of Africa. My bad. Miss A Block, look, I should have known. Miss A Block. My bad. That's where you from, ain't it, Miss A Block?
He ain't got no private jet. Now, he can afford a ride, but he don't got no, like Rick Ross, he got one that says his name. Mayweather got one. Trump got one, but either Drake got one, but Diddy don't got one.
You can pay to use a private jet.
No. If you got 50,000, you could get one right now. Like you get a fucking Uber. I mean, excuse me, like you get an Uber.
Miss A Block said if he's on his way to Cape Verde, and they will have a hard time getting him back. Ooh,
damn, see. But money talk, Miss A Block. So the U.S., if they want him, like they'll for money, bro. He ain't that. He don't have more money than the U.S. government that print money that Diddy could pay them not to. You know what I mean? Like not to turn him back in. He don't. He just don't.
T-Page just said something. He said he will be back. The feds are going to use his boys as leverage. If he let his boys go down, he cold-blooded. That's a fact.
But yo, I'm telling y'all, Diddy is cold-blooded, bro. Like even for him to let his kid, like y'all gotta look at the signs and forget all the games, y'all. He is cold-blooded, bro. For him to even do the thing that he's been doing to people allegedly, and his alleged wife and his sons, bro. When Diddy is for himself. What's that word? Self-preservation or what's that when you want to preserve yourself? When you want self-preservation. Yeah. So he cares only about himself. Right? He's a narcissistic man to the 18th degree. So yeah, he cares about his sons and daughters, and yeah, but he is. If he's on a run right now, he don't give a damn about them. Because he knows for a fact that his kids are going to get out of it. Like they might go sit. Yeah.
Charlie Hustle, they can hold his kids. His kids are adults. Both Justin and Christian are adults. And
it's been alleged they've been involved in stuff too. It's been alleged that Justin been involved. Yep.
Because of the Patriot Act, they can hold you for more than 72 hours if they want you, especially on a federal level. They can hold you.
And look what Jeff Epstein did. Way powerful than Diddy. He knew that he was over. He killed himself. So just think about that. He killed himself because he wound up that his money, he was in a jail cell and it was over for him. His money wasn't enough. And he knew it was over and he took his own life. When you do that, you know that all the bad deeds that came up to the light and he could not face the reality that was coming his way. So money is nothing when you're going against the U.S. government. We print money, right? So your money ain't ish when we the ones that print it, and they got to understand that too. they print we print the money, so it's a bad situation.
And let's be clear. Just because that country has no extradition treaty with the U.S., like I said, if
they'll go in there, bro, they'll invade that. Like
they will send a technical team in there.
Thank you, Phil. I want you to
basically kidnap him from Cape Verde, and they will take him into a country, either take him directly into a country that has an extradition treaty, or they will put him on a plane and act like they got him from a country that does not have extradition treaty. Because once they get him in the air, once they get him out of Cape Verde, he's done. If that's what they want to do, if they want to charge him and bring him in, once they get him off that land,
that's it. That's over for you. Look, Afghanistan, they don't have whatever y'all just talking about. Look what the U.S. president, they said they want him, dead or alive, a 10 million bounty on his head. Afghanistan don't got no treaty and none of that. Guess what the U.S. said? F that. I'm going in there anyway. And that's what they did. So it depended on how valuable you are. So Afghanistan and all that countries, they don't have the treaty thing. If you go to Afghanistan and escape, they don't have a cause if you get caught by them that the Afghanistan people will. They don't have that. But guess what the U.S. did? They breached their airfield. They did what the U.S. do what they want when they want to. Just like them, like big other countries do. And they went in there, they did surveillance, they paid the people, and they found out where he lived, and they had this Navy SEAL go in there and kill that man, and kill his wife, and bring his body back on the plane, bro. They'll do that. Now I ain't saying Diddy gonna get all that, but what I'm trying to say is we keep talking about the treaty.
If they really want him to face these charges, they will come and get that ass. Trust me,
bro. The only way you can get out of this is kill yourself.
You won't hear about it until they got him.
Because they will be doing illegal things. The U.S. They will be breaching certain things and contracts that they sign, and they will be doing things that they are not allowed to do, but they know the power they have, and that's
it. Listen, y'all, I'm not gonna stress this too much longer, too much further. Mm-hmm. This is ongoing news. This is ongoing news. I guess I might go live again about it, only if more is released about it. But this here Diddy, His homes were raided simultaneously. We don't know what they found or if they found anything. We don't know what they were doing there. People are suspecting that it has something to do with sexual trafficking investigation, but we don't know if that's what it is. It could be a number of things, or it could be
One
that.
thing before you go, Phil. I'm sorry to cut you off. What is a sex dungeon? Like before, then I'm
Well, I
gonna let you
don't
go.
stop using that word so much because it'll cut the
My bad,
algorithm
my
down.
bad. My
My
fault. Actually, my fault. But what is that? Is that illegal? I never heard it. Like I heard of it, but what
consenting
is that?
adults, no, it's not. It's not. It's a room that could be used as where you go to do your freak offs and you got things there, toys and accessories.
All right,
It could
okay.
also be a torture place. It could also be a number of things.
Torture.
So
What
it all depends.
the? Oh, okay.
Okay. You got any final words, Kimmy? Now?
Nah, man. I'm gonna go do it live in a little bit. Nah, man.
Right.
I just pray. I pray for the victims, man. Diddy, man, you're done. But I pray for the victims, man.
That's a fact, Mundo. Appreciate you, my brethren.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'll catch you on the IG streets, brother.
That part came in now. Listen, y'all, it's a bunch of speculation. Nazir, that's a fact. Nobody knows exactly what they there for. They just know that they there. And the fact that they got Homeland Security, it's a lot of implications involved with that. And I think there's more that's going to come out of this. I'm going to say that. GMG. Y'all stay tuned. Listen, hit my inbox if y'all get any upcoming news or anything. Not no bullshittery, please, but some substantial or some tangible shit, you know what I'm saying, that I could talk or speak on or whatever the case may be. Listen, love and hug your loved ones. Stay out the way. These people is playing a dangerous game. And if you've been one that's done things in your life and you've either gotten away with it or gotten a second chance, stay out the whiz. You hear me? Stay about a Dodge and stay about the whiz. That's it. Smile, ladies and gentlemen, because you never know what it might do with somebody, including yourself. More importantly, love on somebody on purpose with purpose. Huh? And last but not least, I'm not anti-you. I'm pro-me, but with the emphasis on building we. Let that marinate your melon to the next time we can chop it up and have a tay-to-tay. Until that day, listen. I'll holler. Peace, y'all. Good God Almighty. Now I ain't Diddy bopping. No Diddy. Thank you, Music for God, too. Thank y'all for tapping in, and thank y'all for being a part of this conversation, listening, and or giving you ones and twos. So a couple of y'all I'm gonna reach out to see if we can chop it up or whatever the case may be. It'll be off the record, though. It'll be off the record. But I'm curious about a few things, a number of things. Y'all be blessed, though. Hear me. And whatever you do, no Diddy. No doubt, baby. You hear me? Manuel Reyes, I don't know where the figure he at. He around somewhere. He might be in here listening. Who knows? Shout out to him. Shout out to them. Shout out to they. Listen. Diddy, get your affairs in order and come on back. Do right by your children, man. Listen, your legacy is tarnished, but it ain't all gone. You don't want it all gone. Come back and get your family right, man. Thank you, the Berg. Excuse me, y'all be blessed. I got to move around like ties one time for the one time, y'all. Y'all be blessed with it. GMG. Huh?